Okay, so now I want to point out the transition from this cut and paste paragraph that we just looked at to something that looks more like the cleaned up body paragraph in an essay. So again, the cut and paste paragraph was simply the quote and then the answers to the questions I had about language. There's no transitions, no documentation, nothing. So let's look here. Here's my topic sentence. I begin by just saying what the paragraph is going to do. As the poem moves to the next quatrain, I'm in the second body paragraph, the speaker qualifies his previous statement regarding his beloved's perception of him. He begins, so that's the topic sentence, right? And then I give a little context. He begins in confusion, asserting, so we know who's speaking. And here's the quote. Thus vainly thinking that she thinks me young, although she knows my days are past the best. And I document the quote correctly, line numbers with a poem. Then I have the inference, and I've done this work already. According to the speaker, his lover thinks he's young, even though his days are past the best. And now I'm going to continue digging. The speaker is perceived to be young in terms of emotional maturity, not of literal age. Sound familiar? Yes, because it's up here. I've already done this work. The beloved vainly thinks he's naive. Here, the double meaning of words, that's a big theme here, rears its head again, and the reader is left to wonder whether her belief in his naivete is unfounded or based on her own self-absorption. So again, all the work's done. What I added was a topic sentence, and then I added the cleaned up sort of business before quotations and after quotations. But the main thrust of the work is finished. So I'd end the second body paragraph by pointing out, again, here's my cut and paste paragraph, the quote, followed by my answers to questions on language. And I'm just continuing the body paragraph. So then I give context. He then returns to the theme of the opening lines. I'm transitioning to thinking about the next quote. He continues. I always like giving the speaker and a clear verb before every quote. He continues. Simply I credit her false-speaking tongue on both sides, thus as simple truth suppressed. He returns to the idea that his lover is a liar and that truth is stopped on both sides, presumably both sides of her tongue or both sides of the relationship. Again, these inferences are all from work we've already done. The speaker simply acknowledges her lies, either reflecting a clear bluntness of recognition or maybe even believing her own insults about him, acknowledging his naive simplicity. What exact truth is suppressed remains a mystery, although one presumes it is the ironic truth of her deceitfulness. There seems to be no hope for their relationship. So again, same thing as the previous slide. Hard work is done. I'm doing the cleanup work, the clarifying work, the topic sentences, the context, the clear documentation, but the inference, the real deep thought that happens in literary analysis, I have done already.